book lovers, book readers, book friends. Welcome to Read This Book. I am your book hostess, LaShonda, bringing you this week's review of Hall Pass by Loren. So yeah, Hall Pass. It sounds exactly like how it means. Yeah. So imagine you're in a relationship, you're married, and you get a hall pass to have one night with your favorite celebrity. What would you do? Uh-huh. Go ahead. I'll wait. Yeah. This book was funny. It was she weaved in a couple of things that I did not see coming that added an extra layer of well, clutch the pearls to the story. But overall, it was absolutely entertaining. I'll put it that way. But it's the story of Dallas Monroe, who is this A-list celebrity, and Ari Cotoure, who works for like a PR marketing firm. And she's in a relationship with this guy, and they're basically talking about hall passes. Like, if you could have one night with your favorite celebrity with no, you know, repercussions, like you can't be mad, who would it be? And her boyfriend writes down this list of like 12, 13 people, and she only has one name on her list, and that name is Dallas Monroe. So fast forward, she is leaving a restaurant and she bumps into who? Dallas Monroe. Sparks are instantaneous between them, and he's like, hey, I want to get to know you, let me take you to dinner, whatever. And she was like, okay, bet. And so, when she tells her boyfriend, like, hey, I'm about to utilize this hall pass, he is all in his feelings, which we knew that was gonna happen, right. So her and Dallas, they're talking, and he's like excited to meet her, to take her out. He's looking for something refreshing. Well, when he goes to pick her up, he overhears her telling her boyfriend that basically she just want to get it in with her celebrity crush, and it is what it is, and to back off. And so he's pissed. So they go on this date, which he takes her to a wing joint, like to a chicken place, and she's like all amped about that. And I'm like, girl, he's treating you like a basic bitch. Really? Okay. What do I know? Maybe they like chicken wings. I don't know. If my celebrity crush shows up, we sure as hell ain't gonna go eat no chicken wings. I'm just saying. But let me focus. See, I get all off in the weeds stuff, right? All off in the weeds. So anyway, they go on this date, and he's like, they have good chemistry, they're talking, they have things in common, and he's just like, wow. But then he also remembers that, okay, she just want to hit it and quit it. So he gonna make it do what it do if the opportunity arises. The opportunity arises, and he does some things that have me like, no and no. But once it's all over, like, he basically treats her like a piece of shit. And she's like, well, damn, okay, I guess I had that one coming, you know. So I'm like, oh, okay. So that happens, and she's kind of like, okay, perplexed by his change of attitude, whatever. And so he drops her off, and she gets into this big blowout with her boyfriend, and it is what it is. So she works for a PR marketing firm. She goes to work, and guess who's her client? Dallas. Yep. Talk about awkward. I was like, oh my God. I felt every bit of awkwardness in that meeting. Every bit of, oh, wow. I'm like, okay. So that picks up the story where it really gets interesting. Her boyfriend is he's an asshole. He's a jerk. He's all manner of things that are not nice, because he did something to her that could have gotten her fired from her job. basically like revenge porn. Yeah, yeah. I wanted to teleport through the book and like punch him like he was a real person. So they're dealing with that fallout because her boss like literally cannot stand her. Like he's looking for a reason to, give her the boot. So they're working through this, working through the awkwardness of them having to work together. They come up with a plan of how they're going to spend some things, and basically it forces them to have more time together. And the more time they spend together, the more they realize that they have a lot of things in common. Like the chemistry is real. Like what we were feeling wasn't a fluke. But there's so much that is happening in the backstories. Like I said, her ex-boyfriend does some things to compromise her job. Her best friend is on some shady stuff that you figure out what's happening like immediately, and you like, girl, why you didn't see that coming? I was like, punch that hoe in the throat. I was like, okay, so she's dealing with that, and then she's still dealing with this attraction to Dallas, and Dallas is trying to fight the attraction that he is feeling for her, but they can't. But his time is limited to how long he's going to be in Atlanta, and so they're working through things and trying to spin it, and everything seems to be going very, very well until he has to return back to California to shoot his next movie. And that is when I did not see the plot twist coming. I did not see the punch to the face that Loren basically is going to give you. I was like, wait, what? No, that did not happen. I had to read it twice. Like, no, that did not happen. He did what to a who? I was like, wait, what? And so something very big happens, and she has to go to LA to basically take care of him. And you see the level of, one, her level of compassion and her level of love for him. And then you see her be like fierce. Like, yeah, she's in PR marketing, but she is a beast that you didn't see. Like when I started reading the story and just reading her and how it was, I didn't get that from her. But when she had to come through, she came through like a beast. She was fierce, and she was 100% down for her man. And I was like, okay, all right, you gonna punch me in the face, but then you gonna soothe my heart. Okay, Loren, I see you. I see what you are doing. Y'all, this book was really, really good. So as you can tell, it has the drama, it has the sexy, it has the betrayal, it has there's some funny parts in there, it has a little bit of humor, but it also has some other levels in there. And I don't want to give those to you because I want you to read this book and I want you to discover them for yourself. But let me just say that you will not see the punch to the face coming. At least I know I didn't see it coming. I thought I had it figured out, like, oh, okay, that's what they gonna do. I thought she's like, oh, she dropped a little, revenge porn situation in there. Okay, no, the book is excellent. It is well written. It is a quick read, and yeah, had me thinking about, I want to hall pass with my favorite celebrity. So if anyone knows Will Smith, yeah, if anyone knows him, let him know that this 5'2" little chocolate chip down here in Florida would really like to meet him, and he is my hall pass celebrity. Yes, the Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Mr. Bad Boy himself, that one. Just saying, if you know him, or you know some people that know him, he's your second cousin on your daddy's side, removed, whatever. Just saying, Will Smith. So who would your hall pass celebrity be? Who would you want to cash in your hall pass to have one night with? Let me know. Leave it in the comments. I'm curious to see who it is. But back to this book. You should read it. You will love it. It is Hall Pass by